nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world. And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly.
Here we are on the realm of the dead. And we're already in danger. So something you should probably know is that these zombies here can actually kill you if they touch you, so stay away from them.
The ghoulish animated bodies of the undead roam the haunted landscape.
However, we also have some spirits among us.
Restless spirits are bound to the surface of the underworld. Chained by earthly cares, they are unable to go below. These two spirits wander together. The spirit of a beautiful and noble-looking woman floats silently alongside that of a desperate-looking man.
So, this is the Realm of the Dead, and it's my favorite part of the game. Just figured I would get that out of the way. I will probably be observing a lot more in this section than I have in previous sections, just because I find this part of the game so unique and interesting. All the ghouls look different, too. Oh, God. Oh, no. Stay away from me. Alright, we'll try to talk to these guys.
Who are you, grieving spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Caliphan. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted vizier. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep. Now my husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Cassima?
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Cassima, how I fail thee.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged and our daughter is in danger.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Vizier. Cassima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the Underworld. There you will find the Lord of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps it will save us all.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
I will do my best. Goodbye, Queen Ilaria.
Alright, so Alexander's as optimistic as ever. Let's take a look at this ticket.
The ghostly ticket reads, Admit 1.
How come I didn't get one?
Alexander can see his hand right through the transparent ticket.
I guess it's because I'm not really dead. Anyway, let's check this place out.
Alexander is standing on the surface of the realm of the dead. The barren, surreal landscape is cold and gray. Twisted shapes loom on the horizon. The surface is haunted by the ghoulish shapes of the undead and by the chained, tormented spirits of mortals unable to rest in peace.
Take a look at these pyramids over here.
Alexander is standing on the surface of the realm of the dead.
Damn it!
The surface is...
There's no specific tooltip for that.
Alexander is standing on the surface...
Man, that's it. Alright, let's get out of here. Phew!
Ollie! Where is my little boy? Ollie!
Alright, so this little bit of voice acting isn't great, but we'll engage with it anyway.
The spirit of a woman hangs like a puff of smoke in the air. She is weeping and appears to be very distressed about something.
Let's talk to her.
Ollie! Where is my little boy, Ali.
Alright, hold your horses. We'll talk to you.
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I cannot rest. My son is lost.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there anything I can do?
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my Ali.
Shut up and give me the handkerchief. Frickin', you're getting close over there. Nope. Freaking Sierra. They would try to kill me while the screen's loading. Alright. Let's take a look around.
The surface of the realm of the dead feels even more oppressive here. A path leads to an ominous-looking skull that looms in the distance. The surface is haunted by the ghoulish shapes of the undead, and by the chained, tormented spirits of mortals unable to rest in peace.
I always thought that this, like, rib-like surface material looked kind of H.R. Geiger-ish.
The luminous moon casts a glow over the strange, dark landscape.
Thank you very much, narrator.
A monstrous skull looms at the end of the twisted path. The passing spirits are all heading for it as though it were a magnet. It must be the entrance to the Underworld.
Yes, it is, and we've actually seen it before. Wait, spirit!
Some natural instinct draws the spirits of the newly deceased to the realm of the dead. They all seem to be focused on the skull that looms in the distance.
Thank you very much. Alright, let's go. Look at this asshole trying to ambush me. He got stabbed in the back, too. Doesn't have any friends. Kind of a loser. Bye.
The skeleton to the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the Underworld Entrance.
Ticket, please. Next.
So yeah, this is where we end up every time we die.
A strange skeleton with a long, horse-like head and ceremonial armor stands at the base of the path to the Underworld. He watches over new arrivals with a discerning eye, handing tickets to the spirits desiring admittance. A
Oh.
large bone keyring hangs from his waist.
That keyring is actually very important.
A large keyring containing a skeleton key hangs from the waist of the skeleton to the left of the path. A uniformed skeleton stands guard at the entrance to the Underworld. He takes something from the passing spirits and then waves them on into the Underworld. Alexander is standing at the entrance to the Underworld. The entrance is a huge tendon-covered skull. The skull's mouth is the doorway to whatever lies below. Two solemn skeletons admit the spirits who seem to be drawn, trance-like, to enter the skull. A group of large bones form an interesting arrangement to the right of the path. Two smaller bones are propped up on the ground near the larger group. Living skeletons are gathered around the entrance to the Underworld.
Thank you very much. Let's try to talk to these guys.
Might I get one of those tickets?
The skeleton with the tickets must not approve of Alexander's less than ghostly looks. He refuses to give him a pass.
Man. Come on.
I must see the Lord of the Dead. Please let me pass.
Tickets only.
The skeleton at the door seems quite determined.
Alright, so let's save here real quick. I want to try to... I want to try to die a couple times, actually. Let's see if we can just go through.
Alexander approaches the entrance to the Underworld.
Oh,
Ticket, please.
where did he get that sword from? Oh, that's what he's holding in this hand. Alright, we won't do this yet. Now time for a goofy little sequence that almost ruins the ambiance of the whole thing.
Alexander picks up the two bones on the ground. Now, what do these bones remind him of?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin to jiggle, then to dance.
Oh my god. Oh man. Alexander's really jamming on that thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot. Sierra, you goofy bastards. Look what we got.
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier.
Okay.
A key made of bone has fallen from the skeleton's keyring, and now lies on the ground.
Alright, we really freaking need this.
Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
Now, the Underworld is very important, because, like, if you don't have this handkerchief or this skeleton key, you can get your game stuck in an unwinnable state later. So, and I found that stuff out the hard way.
The skeleton key is made out of small bones.
Like this handkerchief, I think I missed it a couple times in my early playthroughs of this game. Alright, let's give this guy our ticket now. We're good to go.
I have a ticket.
You're not special.
On. Next.
You're not special, Alexander. Everybody has a ticket. Alright, here we go.
Alexander is standing inside the Underworld. Organic walls form an oppressive passageway from which a spiraling path emerges and descends into the darkness. Far below, the surface of a black, glassy river eerily reflects the glow of flickering torches.
Ooh.
An ebony mass of liquid flows below the path. It must be the River Styx.
Must be. Let's take a look at this poor fellow over here. Oh shit!
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path. A knight's remains lie abandoned on the path. The knight, like Alexander, must have been alive when he entered the Underworld, but for some reason he never reached his destination. Alexander wonders if this is the knight the druid spoke of.
It must be, indeed.
The knight is wearing one black gauntlet. There appears to be some writing on the gauntlet, but Alexander can't quite make out what it says. The knight is wearing an old, tattered ribbon. It must have once meant much to him as a sign of his lady's favor.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try this. Sorry. Let's see what happens when we take the ribbon.
The ribbon is so old, it would crumble at Alexander's touch.
Oh, come on. Damn it. We'll take the gauntlet.
Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod to spare a mortal's breath. Zounds, that sounds serious.
You're telling me, narrator.
The gauntlet is made of black iron and has a message inscribed upon it. Flesh may cross the portal.
Yes, you already read it for me. Thank you. Take a look at the torches, actually.
Alexander is standing.
No.
Extending from the walls are outgrowths spouting flickering flames. The eerie torches dimly light the passages of the underworld.
Alright, let's move on. I don't think that we can die here. Ooh. This is pretty sweet.
Charon stands in his boat, eternal ferryman of the dead. Alexander can't quite make out what's under Charon's cowl, and he's not sure he would want to. Charon stands in his boat, eternal ferryman of the dead. Alexander can't...
Man, come on.
Charon's boat is an unearthly vessel. It bears a huge skeletal prow for slicing through the River Styx. The River Styx is an ebony mass of liquid, resembling black tar or melted black glass. Despite its incredible stillness, the river seems to have a life of its own. The spirits of the newly deceased make their final journey into the depths of the underworld.
Let's talk to him.
I must see the Lord of the Dead. Please, let me ride across the River Styx on the ferry.
Charon apparently has rules as strict as those of the skeletons at the Underworld's entrance. Alexander is not getting on that boat until he gives Charon the appropriate fare.
And the appropriate fare are these coins. See, they say C on them for Charon.
The 2 coins from the skeleton in the catacombs are extremely old and corroded.
And we're gonna use them now. If you don't have these, you get stuck in the underworld. So that's fun.
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
Charon accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
Man, this part of the game is so cool. Like, one of the things I like about this game a lot is the fact that it has got such a good variety to it. I mean, you have parts like this, and then you have, like, super silly segments like the whole Isle of Wonder thing with the bookworm and the swamp ooze and stuff. It's just a nice variety.
A tortured path has grown up from the depths of the River Styx. The path leads to a heavy wooden gate. The large wooden gate at the end of the path is closed.
No shit. Thank you. Anything else you want to tell me about it? Well, let's go in then, shall we?
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
What touch has awakened my sleep? I smell the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
Ugh. Tony J, stop appearing in this game so frequently.
Alexander decides to try to force the gate open.
It's worth a shot.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
It must have been love at first bite.
Screw you, man. Shut up. Now let's look at him first.
Gate is a malicious-looking wooden gate. It eyes Alexander hungrily.
Ugh.
Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass, Gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only step forward and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No, thank you. I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
And why should I let you past, human, when I would much rather eat you?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, Gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps, a test. Yes. Should a human try to pass, a riddle is Gate's wont to ask.
A riddle it is, then.
And if thou wouldst fail to answer, Gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
Alright, so I know the answer, but think real quick of what it might be. These all seem pretty random and unrelated, so you've got to take them somewhat literally. And what ends up happening is we get the word love, which we saw on that scrap of paper on the Isle of Wonder ages ago.
The answer is love.
Ah, thou traitor of the mortal plane! How didst thou guess love? That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
Love cannot be banished, even from this place. There are spirits still pining of it on the surface above. Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
You're kind of a buzzkill, man. Alright. Here we are.
A narrow path is suspended over the Sea of Souls and leads to the throne of the Lord of the Dead. Alexander is standing in the hall of the Lord of the Dead. It is here that the spirits of the newly dead complete their journey and meet death himself. The servants of the Lord of the Dead stand silently at the head of the path to his throne. In the center of the great cavern, the Lord of the Dead reigns over the hosts of the dead. He waves spirits into the Sea of Souls in an endless stream. What things the spirits tell him are best unheard by mortal ears.
Eee.
The Lord of the Dead's throne is surrounded by the Sea of Souls. The living sea swirls with the spirits of those who once walked the mortal realm. What awaits them, Alexander cannot know.
I wonder how chatty these guys are.
Excuse me, I'd like an audience, please.
The shrouded guards escort Alexander to the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Oh.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh? If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, You are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
Ooh. So this is a interesting little sequence. I'm gonna go ahead and save right here. Let's see what happens when we do that.
There's nothing there that can help Alexander now.
Damn it.
The Lord of the Dead is a huge, grotesque figure. He and his throne are one, grown together over the centuries till he can no longer move. Chains further bind him, pinning him to his endless, weighty task. If he was once human, as the Druids claimed, Alexander can see no sign of it in his merciless, fathomless eyes.
Well, let's go ahead and challenge him.
With trembling knees, Alexander stands before the Lord of the Dead. Beyond death and his throne, Alexander can sense the multitude of spirits in the Sea of Souls.
So how do we challenge death? We throw down the gauntlet.
The will to live is strong, is it not? Never mind. I will reach out to you.
Uh-oh.
The Lord of the Dead's touch fills Alexander instantly with a numbing cold and blackness.
Oh. I've never seen... What's with that Banjo-Kazooie music? Yeah, I've never seen this ending before. Okay. Well, let's not lollygag then.
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
Well, I'm gonna challenge you.
I did not come here to die, but to demand my right of challenge. I respectfully challenge thee, death, by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, death. Man may pass where death has trod, and challenge like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
He has the gauntlet!
Impossible! He challenges death. Who are you to challenge death?
A man of flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
And what is it that you seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
I seek the souls of King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed. The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Either all 3 of us leave, or none go.
Very well. Then let me think of an appropriate task. Ah, yes. I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years, I have sat upon this throne. I have heard every sad tale that can be told by human lips. I have seen tragedies that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars turn cold and hard. I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be, for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh. That is my challenge.
Make death cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone,
Or fire to ice.
Alright, thank you, Peanut Gallery back there in the Sea of Souls. So we gotta make death cry. Maybe this stinky flower will do the trick.
The Lord of the Dead has probably smelled much worse things than that flower of stench. It is unlikely to produce any useful response.
Damn it. What do we still have this for then? Alright, so what you're supposed to do, I'm just gonna ruin it for everybody, is use the mirror on him. So let's go ahead and do that.
If your existence has been all that you say it has, then truth alone shall be my sword.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker. Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp, and is glad that he cannot see its face. But the Lord of the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man, the years of watching misery and horror and growing ever more numb to it, the seep of his own humanity, the slow growth of a new thing altogether which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Take it away. Make it stop.
The mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted to stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you. Find the souls he has claimed, and bring them to me. King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality. May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Thank you, my lord. I hope that they will.
And you, man of flesh, my steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it is you wish to go.
Hey, buddy. Good to see ya.
Until we meet again, then, I assure you, we will meet again.
No offense, my lord, but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never as long as you might wish, mortal. Now, begone.
Yes, my lord.
Ooh, did you see how fast his mouth went? Alright. Well, that was fun.
Are you coming, Majesty?
Alhazred's treachery must be handled carefully, Alexander. Ilaria and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Casima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from us.
I will keep her safe until your return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
Nightmare just takes them back to the Underworld. He's just like, alright, you guys didn't want to get off here? Well, you're coming back with me. That'd be the biggest bummer ever. Alright, so, we'll save here. Back from Underworld. And now I've got some shenanigans that we need to get up to before we start the final sequence of the game. So hope you guys are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next part. Think critically.